The school year just started back up again, and this is like a new season of the anime here. A new season for me, especially now that I'm starting college. And now, before all of you point and laugh at me like school children at a playground after someone let out a fart, I know I'm a freshman. All right, get it out of your system, all right? But anyways, when I was in high school, I barely talked to like any girls. I was super scared, super nervous, jittering in my pants, shaking in my boots. I did not want to talk to any girls. Okay, to be fair, I did want to, but I was just too afraid to go up and talk to any girls. So as like a goal for college, like a resolution, like my New Year's resolution for college was to make more friends. Make more friends and also to make more girl friends. Now, I'm not saying girlfriends as in a girlfriend, I'm saying girlfriends as in female friends. Now, has that worked out for me? Sort of, not really, but we're getting there. So, the first day of school, I walk into my math class, sit down, find a spot next to some Minecraft playing individuals. I don't really know. I don't really want to talk about it. A few minutes later, I see this girl walk in. Now she's just wearing her headphones and just walking in, doesn't really care, acting very mysterious. And to me, that was pretty attractive. You know, I felt like an anime right there. I felt like the main character just seeing the girl walk into my class for the first time. And I was like, you know what? I will say she's pretty good looking. You know, she's pretty good looking. Probably my standards and above. So, you know, I would kind of go for this girl if I could. So that was the goal. The goal was to go for this girl. The only issue was I wasn't sitting with this girl. We were sitting at different tables, right? And so because of that, I didn't talk to her. So I was like, you know what? Next class, I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna try to sit next to her and try to talk to her. So the next class, I come in a little too early. So I'm there. You know, I'm one of the first people to get there. And so I sit down and the class starts to fill in over time, and then she comes in and sits at a different table. So I'm like, oh, missed opportunity. I'll try again next week. So the next week I come in once again a little bit too early. I sit down, people are starting to fill in, she sits at a different table. So now I'm like, you know what, my strategy's not working, something needs to be changed. But another dude walks in. He walks in pretty late, maybe like 10 minutes after class already started, but he walks in and sits right next to her. And I'm starting to watch, I'm starting to observe, putting on my binoculars and watching from 10 feet away. I'm like, you know what? This is becoming very interesting now. If he takes the girl, then it'll be a 1v1. We will have to duel. We will have to duel for this girl. It'll be like one of those medieval movies where two people fight for the princess. Now I'm over exaggerating this by a lot, but he sits down and they're starting to talk a little bit. Just about math, not anything crazy, not anything personal. I feel like probably just about math. Just going over the problems that we're doing in class. And so, the next couple of classes, they're still sitting at the same table. And so I start to notice, they're talking a little bit more. And, that's starting to worry me just a little bit because I might be losing this duel, but I never lose. So after a while, after a couple more classes, I noticed that they're starting to talk to each other a little bit more personally now. So now after class, they're starting to walk out of the class together and walk to wherever it is that they're going. So I'm starting to observe. I'm going private investigator mode here. I'm trying to watch every single one of their moves, every single one of their steps. I'm going full stalker mode. But just last Monday, I managed to get a seat right next to her. So what I did was I just walked in a little late to class, saw her sitting right there, and I said, "You mind if I sit here?" And I sat right there. And then here he comes, Jeremy Lin. I call him Jeremy Lin because he's Asian, but that's kind of racist. I'm also Asian too, so hopefully that's not racist. Hopefully you're not going to be offended and cancel me on Twitter for this. But Jeremy Lin walks in, he sits down next to her on the other side. And so, they're talking a little bit more. They're going a little bit more bantery mode. And so then, everything seems pretty normal. I don't really mind too much because, she's not mine. I don't really like care too much if he were to talk to her. It doesn't really matter. Not that big of a deal. But, then he drops the bomb. He looks at her and he goes, "You look pretty dapper today." And if he just left it at that, he would have won right there. He would have three crowned me, won the NBA series for nothing. But he had to fall back just a little bit and say, "Do you use that word?" And they started talking about like, "Do you use this word?" and blah 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 blah. But if he just left it at that, he would have had it. So that day I walk out of the class before they leave. So I don't know what happened after that class. Now Wednesday, which is yesterday, I sit at the same table as her again. without even realizing. She wasn't there when I walked into class. I just sat down at a table, and she just happened to already be there. So her stuff was already there, and then she came in after. And so our table filled up before Jeremy Lin could get to our table, and so he had to sit somewhere else at a different table. But today, she was all caked up. And not in the cake way as in like a bakery in the back, not like a dump truck. I'm talking caked up as in like caked up as in the Joker. She's got a full face of makeup. Like this is a crazy revelation, right? I've never seen her with this much makeup ever, right? In the past few weeks that we've had class. And so, I'm thinking like maybe she's starting to present herself to this man. Jeremy Lin is getting a little slideshow presentation, getting a little extra, getting a little Nicktoons special. And to me, she seemed pretty disappointed that he had to sit somewhere else. But that's okay, because now I have resigned from the battle. I will take a step back, and now I'm just a spectator. I just want to see Jeremy Lin succeed, to be honest. They seem to have good chemistry, and I don't want to jump in there and interfere because I know I'll just sway her instantly. So, I don't want to break his heart or anything like that by stealing her away. They called me Mr. Steal Your Girl for a reason, so I just didn't want to do that. I felt nice. I'm just feeling very kind, very compassionate today, so I just wanted to take a step back, not because I can't do it. No, no, no. I could absolutely do it if I wanted to. I just don't feel like it. So anyways, I want to take a step back and just see how this goes. Just see how this anime arc goes and watch what happens in the future. So yeah, that's it.